Good evening. A 27-year-old woman from Bobel is in police custody in connection with the incident whereby the body of a full-term baby boy was found in a public bin at Bobel yesterday afternoon. The lady was brought to court this afternoon, and the magistrate has ordered that she remains in police custody for 7 days until the 20th of July, when she will reappear before the court. In a press release, the police say that the lady has been arrested on the offense of infanticide, which is killing a baby just after being born. The investigation is still underway. President Wavel Ramkalawan met with the 5 Seychellois athletes who will be participating in the Tokyo Olympic Games 2020. They are Rodney Govinden, Felicity Passon, Ned Azemia, Netanyan Finesse, and Simon Bachmann. The delegation will leave for Tokyo on the 18th of July. The president of the National Olympic Committee, Antonio Gopal, will lead the delegation and was also at State House this morning. So were the Minister for Sport, Marie-Céline Diallo, and other local sports officials. There are more than 62,800 visitors who have come into Seychelles since the reopening of the airport in March this year. The Seychelles Civil Aviation Authority, SCA, says revenue collected is less than what was collected before the pandemic. This is 21 million rupees per month, which is half the 42 million they normally collected per month before the COVID-19 situation. However, the SCA says this is enough to cover its operations. SCA also says it is seeking ways to increase its revenue while cutting costs, but has not increased rental fee of businesses which are renting its facilities. The Speaker of the National Assembly, Roger Mancienne, has ruled for a 1,000 rupee salary cut for members of United Seychelles following their absence at the sitting last Wednesday. The Speaker's ruling was addressing several incidences of misconduct which led to the Leader of Opposition, Sébastien Pillet, and MNA Audrey Vidot being sent off last Tuesday. This came about when MNA for Belombe, Sandy Arisol, made a comment targeting MNA Vidot. The ruling demanded that Mr. Arisol retracts the statement and for Mrs. Vidot to offer an apology to the House. When Mr. Sébastien Pillet took the floor, he made a plea to the Speaker asking that National Assembly rules be applied in complete fairness. Illegal fishing was an issue of concern that MNA Gervais Henry brought to the attention of the Minister for Fisheries, Jean-François Ferrari, in the National Assembly today. It was also the subject of discussion arising from a question by MNA for Ons Boileau, Philippe Arisol, who inquired about the number of illegal fishing vessels seized in the Seychelles in the past year. He also asked about the legal actions taken against them. Minister Ferrari said that having all the structures in place is not enough to combat illegal activities in the Seychelles waters. He said that there should be political will as well as cooperation amongst the neighboring Indian Ocean countries and other countries with which Seychelles shares diplomatic ties. The newly accredited ambassador of the Kingdom of Spain to Seychelles, Manuel Salazar Palma, presented his credentials to President Wavel Ramkalawan at State House this morning. Mr. Palma is the 15th Spanish ambassador to be accredited to Seychelles. He replaces Mr. Borja Montesino, who has held the position for the past 5 years. Seychelles and Spain established diplomatic ties in November 1970. And fisheries has been one of the main areas of cooperation over the years. Spain is also actively involved in the EU NAVFOR, which is involved in maritime security operations in the region. During talks with President Ramkalawan, the two sides discussed the need to expand these relations, notably in the health and financial fields.
There is an important cooperation agreement, and Spain is fishing in the Indian Ocean and supporting the Seychelles economy on this sector. We are trying to develop that cooperation as much as possible for the next years. And we are also looking for new sectors of cooperation where we think we could have an important cooperation with Seychelles. Maybe health, social sectors also, and I've been talking also with the president and the vice president on financial cooperation also.
The Red Cross Society of Seychelles has acknowledged that it has collected some 200,500 rupees to help the people of Madagascar. This follows its appeal last month to help the country cope with a famine and drought. The money collected will go to 2 districts in the south of Madagascar. It will be transferred directly on the bank account of the Red Cross Society of Madagascar.
We have collected a sum of 200,500 rupees, which we are going to hand over to the Madagascar Red Cross Society. It is our desire to follow up on how the fund will be used, and once we get a formal report from Madagascar Red Cross Society, we'll have the report published in local medias.
We've come to the end of this news summary. Thank you for watching. Good evening.